Hey guys, good morning. Oh yeah, I think it's afternoon already. Good afternoon. Okay, so to make more videos, make more vlog, and make videos. I've been saying I want to make videos with my mom, but I'm becoming. I have been procrastinating these days, and it's way bad, way bad. So I want to do something about it, and yeah, Heavenly Father, help me to be strong, to be more, because I want to do an affiliate program with Jumia, Konga, and Amazon, because some of the things I buy on my beauty channel, I buy from them. So most of my subscribers are like, where do I buy them? So I want to affiliate with them so that those things can be on my website, so you can just go on my website and order those things. And yeah, it will be way simple, than for me telling you go to Amazon, go to Kanga, go to Jumia, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay guys, so that's what I want to do when I come back from where I'm going right now. I'm just at the gates, because when I go out, the place will be so anyway, I'll talk to you when I'm back or on my way to that place. So guys, ciao. Hey beautiful people, it's afternoon. I don't know why I'm always running around. Oh, the noise just around my gate here. Okay guys, so I'm going out now. I'm done with my where I went to the other time. I just went for the house search, though I didn't want to film the place because I didn't like it at all. But I liked the house though, but the environment, I didn't like it, so that's why I didn't film. And yeah, I'm going to learn how to drive in one driving school just around this place. Okay, so I'll be filming everything, and let's go, because I'll be going to pay for the car tomorrow, because I paid for the plate number and to buy a plate number to register the car already. And yeah, after that, go and pick the car tomorrow. That's why I don't know how to drive, so I'm going to get someone, a friend of mine. Yeah, that my in-law that was taking me around the other time to for the car thing. Initially, he's going to be the one to help me drive down here, but for now, let's go learn how to drive so we can drive our stuff myself. You know what I'm saying? Okay guys, so I'll talk later, and more vlogging these days, like more vlogging. Yeah, okay guys, beauty and lifestyle, like that.
All right. Pray short prayer. Commit the driving into the hand of God for God intervention.
Okay. Are we driving today? No, just introduction, right?
Just introduction.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Oh God, our kind Father in heaven, we're so grateful to thee for the love and the kindness. We humbly ask of thee that our spirits will work for us, even as we are about to commence even today's the rest of the day practice on learning how to drive a car, that we will learn it amicably, even at peace, and that he will impart this knowledge as it is even to me, who is willing to learn this thing, that we would learn it without accidents or without any disaster. This we pray and we ask of thee humbly in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, the prayer you pray, we in my time driving school, we believe that God Almighty is our backbone. We never train any student here without committing the student into the hand of God. And that is what you have done. As we are here to train in these 2 weeks, we will not get misunderstanding in Jesus' name. We will not get accident in Jesus' name. And when you are through with this 2 weeks course, you will drive your own car safely in Jesus' name. That is what we are here. Now while we pray, the money you pay is not the one that is going to teach you, and it's not by our own teaching that you must know how to drive. It's by the grace of God. So any day you are coming, please always pray before you come, okay? For God intervention. Then we start introduction fully. The driving you register for is a profession that takes total concentration. You can't learn anything here if you don't pay attention to what we are teaching. Are you getting it? Because we discover when you are making phone calls when driving, you can be distracted. When you are driving, you are reading newspaper, text messages, like what we are trying to do the other time, it can distract you. Are you getting it? So what I'm trying to say, anything that will distract you as you are here to learn, try and avoid it. Because anything mistake on steering can lead to accident. Are you getting it? But God will help us to in Jesus' name. Thank you. The seat we are sitting on is called driver seat. The one I'm sitting on with the back, we call it passenger seat. Are you getting? Whenever you are on there facing forward, from that angle there to this side, by the right side here, we call it dashboard. Are you getting it? It's a board. We have all those things written on it for the notice of you as you are becoming a good and defensive driver. Should in case if you are driving maybe mistakenly wrong mistake on the road and you bust or jump something, this is the only thing that can tell you maybe something damaged inside the engine or something like that. Are you getting me? So that's why we are here to explain everything on it. But number one thing to the board is this called steering. We have right and left turning of this steering. Turn to right, let me see.
Right.
Yes. Okay, turn to left. All right, thank you. You try. Now I just want to know so that if you go to where we train and the motor is moving, if I say turn to right, so that you not mistakenly turn to the right, to the left side. Are you getting it now? So that's what we have there. Then from there, the steering you see is mainly for two hands. It's not one hand like the way you use your one hand now. Are you getting? Okay. Because we discovered that the steering is attached to the wheel, to the tire of the vehicle. If the tire mistakenly clamps stone or pothole, it will vibrate this tire. And the steering. And because you are not there with it with your two hands, you can drag the steering from your hand, and that is accident. So always mind it with your two hands. Thank you. That's what we have there. Okay. Then from there, we have this one called horn sign. Are you getting it? Always horn whenever you see people in front of your car. Horn whenever you want to overtake any other vehicle in front of you. Horn if you want to make a turn at any turning point for safety. Because we discover some Nigerian driver will say, "I they not come out now, go jam them, go." If you jam anybody, you are not going anywhere. They'll end up wasting your time. They'll end up wasting your money. If it's in the bad area, they will first burn your car first. Are you getting? So do anything that will save your car. Means think safety first. Are you getting? That's what we have. Then from there we have H written on the steering. Mean this is Honda product. We have Toyota, we have Mercedes, but this motor is Honda product. Are you getting it? Now there are some vehicles you'll be seeing airbag written on the steering and even around here. That airbag written on the steering means the kind of balloon or a parachute coming to support your chest should in case in time of bashing or you mistakenly hit something. Are you getting it? We are explaining about that airbag because many drivers have gone because of hitting chest on the steering. You have prayed and we are going to teach you very well. You will not come across of hitting chest in Jesus' name. But the advice of that airbag is that whenever you want to drive, please remember to put on your seat belt so that you will not just mistake on the road. You can let me open it up. Just open small for ventilation. I discover you are like sweating small. Yes. Thank you. Are you clear now? Yes. So now there are some drivers who will say where I'm going is not far or there's no road safety on the road. Please, that seatbelt is for your own protector. A second, things can happen to a driver. Are you getting? Do you know how to put seatbelt? Yeah. All right, we are going to work on it. Put it. Let me see. Let me be sure. Put it at the back. You have seat at the back. It's for you now.
You know, I'm so used to the left.
Because you were a passenger before, now you are a driver. Do you understand now? Yeah. So from today, be looking at the left side.
So you can see. Yes.
All right, thank you. Then from there, you can remove it. Let me see. Can you?
Yeah, just press here. They say press. So
press now. Let me see whether I throw the top.
Not so long.
All right, thank you. Then from there, we have this stick stand for wiper. You understand? This is what we call wiper stick. This wiper helps us to clean the front windscreen of the vehicle. Please, if rain is falling, if your wiper is not working, you are not allowed to drive motor inside rain. Because we discover rain or water can easily blind the front windscreen whenever rain is falling. And when you can't see, you are driving, we call it blind spot driving. It can cause accidents. Are you getting it? And how to on it, number one is this. We have turning on this stick 1, 2, and 3. This 1 and 2 are the volume or the speed, how you want the wiper to run. Are you getting? Now maybe if rain is just coming down little by little, just put number 1. The wiper will wipe a little and stop, a little and stop. Number 2, it will stop again. It will continue a little. Then number 2, it will be more faster. Are you getting? So when you are not, the rain is no more falling, you roll it back, it will go up. Are you clear? Now this is Honda product. Maybe your own is not by rolling. That means the stick itself is by bringing it 1, 2, 3 down. Are you getting? So the case if your own is not by turning like this. Are you clear now? Thank you. Now there are some vehicles when you are inside, maybe some driver will press something. You see water sprinkling out from the bonnet to the front windscreen. And this is something like that. Yeah. Now how to do it is just to press the stick to the steering, hold it as the motor is on, the water will be coming out. And it contains 2 things. As the water is coming out, even when you don't on wiper, the wiper will be cleaning the front windscreen. Are you getting it? And when you leave it, it also contains 2 things. The water will stop for a while. After cleaning it, the wiper also will stop by itself. It's different with when you on the wiper yourself. Okay. Are you clear now? Now we have the heater here. We call it double R def. We call this one double R fog. This thing, all those things can be found in every motor. Now, there are some vehicles where rain is falling. You see the driver using like Anki to clean inside. Have you ever seen something like that? Now, these 2 things work with whenever you on your AC. There's a button, the road A/C. When you press that button, you have on AC. Now, we have number 1, 2, 3, 4 on this button here, indicator here. When you on AC, if you indicate this one, they mean the volume, how you want the breeze to come out of that AC. Are you getting? Now as the breeze is coming out, if you press any of these buttons, breeze will not only come out from here again, it will be coming out from that front, close to that front windscreen. Are you getting? If you on either of these buttons, any of that one, breeze will also be coming close to that front windscreen there. Okay, so as the breeze is coming out there, it's drying the front windscreen. Why this one facing us is drying us? Maybe we are sweating. Are you clear now? Now the difference between the depth and the fog, this will be bringing much breeze from there. Why this one just little breeze? Yeah, maybe you need much breeze to quickly run it dry. That's what they have. Maybe it's not more, just need cold one. Become much and also come back. Huh? Go it now. What you having? Go. This guy now. I'm no deal. Huh? Go a place. Maybe should give you 1,000. I'm gonna just put the same place. I don't know. Me na Gary at the church. You understand? Now 400, 500. No matter tell you the truth. You understand? Collect 1,000. Sorry. You understand? Now, I was talking about the heater. Now, if you on and the breeze is coming out, the AC breeze, anywhere you want it to point us here, that's what we indicate by arrow with this button here. As this is on, you press one, it's only the dashboard you'll be receiving breeze. If you press this one from the dashboard and also from the leg side, breeze will be coming out. This one is only the legs. Breeze will not be coming out. Maybe you're having kata. This one, all those small angle there, even at the back, breeze will be coming out. Then this arrow rounding inside the design of motor here and also down means everywhere inside the motor, as you press them, breeze will be coming out. Are you getting it now? Now we also have blue and red color on this button here. Are you seeing it now? It helps us to maybe we need hot or cold breeze from the AC. Maybe in the morning during a matanta, you see in the morning everywhere will be cool. So if you don't need cool again, if you on your AC, you can tune this to the red color. It will be bringing warm breeze for you, hot. It will be cool again. But when you tune it back to red, to blue, it will be giving you cool breeze, just like water dispenser. Are you getting it now? So that's what we have there. Then from here we have radio. We don't teach driver here how to operate radio because we also discover Nigeria driver can be distracted by listening or changing radio station. Are you getting it? So please, if you don't know how to operate radio, maybe when you finish your 2 weeks course, you will still register with DJ and they will teach you how to play music. Okay? But please be nice. Be nice with your radio, right? Okay. Over listening to it can distract you. From there we have pockets. We have pocket, like when you remove that money and give us from your pocket, right? So motor also have what they call pocket. Thank you. Now from there we have charging points in every vehicle. You don't lack of battery in your phone. Buy charger and be charging your phone. But we also have some people who light cigar through this thing. but we don't teach how to smoke cigarette. Maybe should, in case you want to try, we will look for Bob Marley people. They will teach you how to smoke cigarette. Do you understand? That's what we have. Then from there, we have this button here. Triangle is on it. I'm going to explain later. Okay? Now we have work clock. Every motor have time. You can set hour, minute, and you reset it. It will appear on the screen there. Are you getting it now? So in case any day you are not with your wristwatch. Are you getting it? Now the dashboard is not where you drop load place. Example, if I drop this thing here, you will see the reflection. Some driver will start reading from there, and that is problem because those things are blocking your view. So advice to you, anything that will block your view inside your motor, try and avoid it. Some people put Nigeria flag. I don't know if you are from USA, you can put your own. Serve a tissue paper in case of cut or something, you can put around here. Air freshener for good air, here or down, you can put. But apart from these 2 things, 3 things, please don't drop any other thing. Are you getting it now?
Like readable thing, right?
Thank you. Are you clear? Then from there, we move to the other side. We have this one called trafficator stick. It works with these 2 arrows. Are you seeing the arrows there?
Yes.
Yeah. Push that stick up. Let me see. That is right trafficator. You see this now? This will be blinking to the right side. Trafficator can be called pointer or indicator. You are indicating where you are going. Bring it down very well. Thank you. This will be blinking to the left. That means you are going to the left side. Please, always trafficate before making a turn. Are you clear? Now we have time of trafficator. 30 seconds or a minute to your turning point. Put on your trafficator. 30 seconds or a minute you are trafficating means you are informing people from a little distance, from afar, before making a turn. Don't just trafficate and turn immediately. It's too dangerous. Are you getting it? And when you trafficate left, as you turn your steering to the left, if you return, watch that stick. As you are returning it, you see it? It will return by itself.
Okay.
When you trafficate to the right, as you turn right, if you return, watch. It will return by itself. Okay. Are you getting it? Means you will be the one to indicate traffic gate, but don't be the one to off the traffic gate. Every motor, that's how it is. Are you clear now? Now the 2 arrows also work with the one I wanted to explain, triangle on it. You can see the sign there. We call it double trafficator. Okay. Hazard light, caution light, warning triangle, emergency light. When you will be using this, if rain is falling during westing, there are sometimes some driver will not be seen very well. When you want to be at the safer side, you put this. Then from afar they will know there's a car in front of them. They will not mistakenly bash you behind. Are you getting it? Or maybe you park on the road where maybe there's no too much parking space, and you will park there. Mechanic is there repairing something. Are you getting it? Some people put triangle in front of their car and also at the back. Some people gather grass from bush and drop it in front of their car and also at the back. Please don't do that. If you don't have that triangle, put your double trafficator, because we discover some people will put stone or grass. After finishing, they will leave it there and go. And other vehicle will climb it and have accidents. So be nice to other road users. Are you getting it now? When you finish, you press it, it will go off. Are you clear now? So my own is having a little presence. The way I press, the 2 arrows will be blinking at the same time, even when the motor is not on. Are you clear now? Thank you. Then the next, we go to that stick again. We have 1, 2, turn. Are you seeing it? Now the one I turn is called parking light. Parking light means you park in a dark area where there's no light. That means in the night, and you are coming out to buy something in 30 or 1 hour time before coming to pick your car. Though you will wind up and lock your motor, but before you lock, you tune number 1 like that. You will off your motor, lock your door and go. But when you come outside, you will see a little dim light in front of your car and also at the back of your vehicle. Are you getting it? Should in case if anyone is coming to pass with he or her car again, they will see your motor with a little dim light. They will give a little space so that they won't mistakenly brush you. All those boys who play and stone, when they see light in front of your car and also at the back, they will stone to break your front windscreen when you are not there. Example, this is stone that happened there. The stone land here, but it's affecting other places now. So that is problem. Okay? Thank you. Then the number 2 turn I turn there, we call it the headlight sign. Are you getting? Please, how to on light? You are not to drive in the night if your light is not on. Are you clear? I believe in your Bible, Genesis 1:3, God said let there be light, and there was light. And in verse 4, the darkness couldn't start with the light. And verse 5, even the Bible says the light is good. I don't know about you. Light good?
Of course not.
Alright, so light is good. So embrace light. Always on. When you on your light and it's not working, is electric fault. You call
For repair.
electrician for repair. That's what I mean. Thank you. Then from there, after tuning number 1 and 2, I say headlight. You see this thing? Alright. What's it there? Do we have it there?
Yeah.
That is what we call beam, the headlight sign. What I'm trying to say, full headlight. 1, 2. If you push it forward, the light will be full, brighter than when you only turn the number 2.
Okay, you can push it forward.
This one is by pushing back.
Okay.
But some vehicle, most vehicles is pushing forward. That's what I'm trying to tell you that one.
Okay.
Are you clear? Because this one is old model Honda Civic. Are you clear now? It's pushing forward. When you push it forward, the light will be brighter than before. But in your street, if somebody complains, madam, the light is too much now, then you push it by me, you are dimming the light. Are you getting it now? So that is beam. Those things I'm going to draw for you, maybe before you go. Okay? Beam, headlight sign. Then from there, we have excuse me. Let me bring you. I just want to show you some things. Alright. We have this. Are you seeing red here? Now, this is what we call handbrake sign. There is cycle exclamation sign inside and bracket. The second one is P, cycle and bracket. Are you seeing it? Now, it's telling us park. We have parked this car. We are not moving anywhere. But when the motor is on like that, you want to move. This is what you bring down. We call it handbrake. What now? Is it still there? Is it there? Thank you. That is what we call handbrake sign. Bring it down, let me see. Press this button. Yeah. Then you can do it.
I can bring it down.
Yeah, you have brought it down now. So what are you trying to do now? Are you moving the car or you have parked?
No, I've parked, so I have to.
You have parked like this?
No, I have to bring it up.
Wait, maybe assuming the motor is on and you brought this thing down. Now what are you doing? Are you moving Are you trying to move the car?
Yes.
Thank you. Now raise it up. What have you done now?
Okay, yeah, parked.
Thank you. That's what I want to know. You understand? Raising up is park. Bring it down is trying to move. Thank you. That is handbrake. We call it handbrake. Okay? Then from there, here, there's nothing there. It's an ordinary design. We have F and E. Are you seeing it? That F there stands for full tank of fuel. The E there stands for empty tank of fuel. Are you getting it? We call it fuel meter. And they need to mark there. They didn't indicate any alphabet there, but we call it half tank of fuel. Are you getting? Now, we are not supposed to collect your money to train you for driving. Are you getting? But we discover motor never forgive if there's no.
You know, there are different bloggers. There are news bloggers. My own is beauty and entertainment, beauty and lifestyle. Like that. Think.
All right. Pray short prayer. Commit the driving into the hand of God for God intervention.
Okay. Are we driving today? No, just introduction, right?
Just introduction.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Oh God, I can't Father in heaven, we're so grateful unto thee for the love and the kindness. We humbly ask of thee that I swear to God for us, even as we are about to commence even today's and the rest of the day practice on learning how to drive a car, that we will learn it amicably, even at peace, and that he will impart this knowledge as it is even to me who is willing to learn this thing, that we would learn it without accidents or without any disaster. This we pray and we ask of thee humbly in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, the prayer you pray, we in my time driving school, we believe that God Almighty is our backbone. We never train any student here without coming the student into the hand of God. And that is what you have done. As we are here to train in these 2 weeks, we will not get misunderstanding in Jesus' name. We will not get accident in Jesus' name. And when you are through with this 2 weeks course, you will drive your own car safely in Jesus' name. That is what we are here. Now while we pray, the money you pay is not the one that is going to teach you, and it's not by our own teaching that you must know how to drive. It's by the grace of God. So any day you are coming, please always pray before you come, okay? For God intervention. Then we start introduction fully. the driving you register for is a profession that takes total concentration. You can't learn anything here if you don't pay attention to what we are teaching. Are you getting it? Because we discover when you are making phone calls when driving, you can be distracted. When you are driving, you are reading newspaper, text messages, like what we are trying to do the other time, it can distract you. Are you getting it? So what I'm trying to say, anything that will distract you as you are here to learn, try and avoid it. Because anything mistake on steering can lead to accident. Are you getting it? But God will help us to in Jesus' name. Thank you. The seat we are sitting on is called driver seat. The one I'm sitting on with the back, we call it passenger seat. Are you getting? Whenever you are on there facing forward, from that angle there to this side, by the right side here, we call it dashboard. Are you getting it? It's a board. We have all those things written on it for the notice of you as you are becoming a good and defensive driver. Should in case if you are driving maybe mistakenly wrong mistake on the road and you pass or jam something, this is the only thing that can tell you maybe something damaged inside the engine or something like that. Are you getting it? So that's why we are here to explain everything on it. But number one thing to the board is this called steering. We have right and left turning of this steering. Turn to right, let me see.
Right.
Yes. Okay, turn to left. All right, thank you. You try. Now I just want to know so that if you go to where we train and the motor is moving, you can say turn to right so that you not mistakenly turn to the right, to the left side. Are you getting it now? So that's what we have there. Then from there, the steering you see is mainly for two hands. It's not one hand like the way you use your one hand now. Are you getting it? Okay. Because we discovered that the steering is attached to the wheel, to the tire of the vehicle. If the tire mistakenly clamps stone or pothole, it will vibrate this tire. And the steering. And because you are not there with it with your two hands, it can drag the steering from your hand, and that is accident. So always mind it with your two hands. Thank you. That's what we have there. Okay. Then from there, we have this one called horn sign. Are you getting it? Always horn whenever you see people in front of your car. Horn whenever you want to overtake any other vehicle in front of you. Horn if you want to make a turn at any turning point for safety. Because we discover some Nigerian drivers will say, if they don't come out now, go jam them, go. If you jam anybody, you are not going anywhere. They'll end up wasting your time. They'll end up wasting your money. If it's in the bad area, they will first burn your car first. Are you getting? So do anything that will save your car. Means think safety first. Are you getting? That's what we have. Then from there we have H written on the steering. Mean this is Honda product. We have Toyota, we have Mercedes, but this motor is Honda product. Are you getting it? Now there are some vehicles you will see airbag written on the steering and even around here. That airbag written on the steering means there's the kind of balloon or a parachute coming to support your chest should in case in time of bashing or you mistakenly hit something. Are you getting it? We are explaining about that airbag because many drivers have gone because of hitting chest on the steering. You have prayed and we are going to teach you very well. You will not come across of hitting chest in Jesus' name. But the advice of that airbag is that whenever you want to drive, please remember to put on your seat belt so that you will not just mistake on the road. You can let me open it up. Just open small for ventilation. I discover you are like sweating.
Yes.
Thank you. Are you clear now? So now there are some drivers who will say where I'm going is not far or there's no road safety on the road. Please, that seatbelt is for your own protector. A second things can happen to a driver. Are you getting? Do you know how to put seatbelt? Yeah. All right, we are going to work on it. Put it. Let me see. Let me be sure. Put it at the back. You have seat at the back. It's for you now.
You know, I'm so used to the left.
Because you were a passenger before, now you are a driver. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
So from today, be looking at the left side.
So that you can see. Yes.
All right, thank you. Then from there, you can remove it. Let me see. Can you?
Yeah, just press here. They say press. So
press now. Let me see whether I throw the top.
Not so low.
All right, thank you. Then from there, we have this stick stand for wiper. You understand? This is what we call wiper stick. This wiper helps us to clean the front windscreen of the vehicle. Please, if rain is falling, if your wiper is not working, you are not allowed to drive motor inside rain. Because we discover rain or water can easily blind the front windscreen whenever rain is falling. And when you can't see, you are driving, we call it blind spot driving. It can cause accidents. Are you getting it? And how to on it, number one is this. we have turning on the stick 1, 2, and 3. This 1 and 2 are the volume or the speed, how you want the wiper to run. Are you getting? Now maybe if rain is just coming down little by little, just put number 1. The wiper will wipe a little and stop, a little and stop. Number 2, it won't stop again. It will continue a little. Then number 2, it will be more faster. Are you getting it? So when you are not, the rain is no more falling, you roll it back, it will go up. Are you clear? Now this is Honda product. Maybe your own is not by rolling. That means the stick itself is by bringing it 1, 2, 3 down. Are you getting it? So the case if your own is not by turning like this. Are you clear now? Thank you. Now there are some vehicles when you are inside, maybe some driver will press something. You see water sprinkling out from the bonnet to the front windscreen. Have you seen something like that?
Yeah.
Now, how to do it is just to press the stick to the steering, hold it as the motor is on, the water will be coming out. And it contains 2 things. As the water is coming out, even when you don't on wiper, the wiper will be cleaning the front windscreen. Are you getting it? And when you leave it, it also contains 2 things. The water will stop for a while. After cleaning it, the wiper also will stop by itself. It's different with when you on the wiper yourself.
Okay.
Are you clear now? Now we have the heater here. We call it double R def. We call this one double R fog. This thing, all those things explained, can be found in every motor. Now there are some vehicles where rain is falling. You see the driver using like Anki to clean inside. Have you ever seen something like that? Now these 2 things work with whenever you on your AC. There's a button, the road A/C. When you press that button, you have on AC. Now we have number 1, 2, 3, 4 on this button here. Indicator here. When you on AC, if you indicate this one, they mean the volume, how you want the breeze to come out of that AC. Are you getting? Now as the breeze is coming out, if you press any of these buttons, breeze will not only come out from here again, it will be coming out from that front, close to that front windscreen. Are you getting?
If you on either of this
any of that one, breeze will also be coming close to that front windscreen there.
Okay, so
as the breeze is coming out there, it's drying the front windscreen. Why this one facing out is drying us? Maybe we are sweating. Are you clear now? Now the difference between the depth and the fog, this will be bringing much breeze from there. Why this one just little breeze? Then maybe you need much breeze to quickly run it right. That's what they have. Maybe it's not more, just need cold one. Become much and also form that thing. Huh? Go it now. What's happening? Go. This guy now. I know deal. Huh? Go a place, make sure give you 1,000.
How much just put the same place?
I don't know. Me na Gary at the church. You understand? Now 400, 500, no matter tell you the truth. You understand? Collect 1,000. Sorry. You understand? Now, I was talking about the heater. Now, if you on and the breeze is coming out, the AC breeze, anywhere you want it to point us here, that's what we indicate by arrow with this button here. As this is on, you press one, it's only the dashboard you'll be receiving breeze. If you press this one from the dashboard and also from the leg side, breeze will be coming out. This one is only the legs. Breeze will not be coming out. Maybe you're having kata. This one, all those small angle there, even at the back, breeze will be coming out. Then this arrow rounding inside the design of motor here and also down means everywhere inside the motor, as you press them, breeze will be coming out. Are you getting it now? Now we also have blue and red color on this button here. Are you seeing it now? It helps us to, maybe we need hot or cold breeze from the AC. Maybe in the morning, during a matanta, you see in the morning, everywhere will be cool. So if you don't need to cool again, if you on your AC, you can tune this to the red color. It will be bringing warm breeze for you, hot. It will be cool again. But when you tune it back to red, to blue, it will be giving you cool breeze, just like water dispenser. Are you getting it now? So that's what we have there. Then from here we have radio. We don't teach driver here how to operate radio because we also discover Nigerian driver can be distracted by listening or changing radio station. Are you getting it? So please, if you don't know how to operate radio, maybe when you finish your 2 weeks course, you will still register with DJ, so they will teach you how to play music. Okay? But please be nice. Be nice with your radio, right?
Okay.
Over listening to it can distract you. From there we have pockets. We have pocket, like when you remove that money and give it from your pocket, right? So motor also have what they call pocket. Thank you. Now from there we have charging points in every vehicle. You don't lack of battery in your phone. buy charger and be charging your phone. But we also have some people who light cigar through this thing, but we don't teach how to smoke cigarette. Maybe should, in case you want to try, we will look for Bob Marley people. They will teach you how to smoke cigarette. Do you understand? That's what we have. Then from there, we have this button here. Triangle is on it. I'm going to explain later. Okay? Now we have work clock. Every motor have time. You can set hour, minute, and you reset it. It will appear on the screen there. Are you getting it now? So in case any day you are not with your wristwatch. Are you getting it? Now the dashboard is not where you drop load. Please. Example: if I drop this thing here, you will see the reflection. Some driver will start reading from there, and that is problem because those things are blocking your view. So advice to you: anything that will block your view inside your motor, try and avoid it. Some people put Nigeria flag. I don't know if you are from USA, you can put your own. Serve a tissue paper in case of cut or something, you can put around here. Air freshener for good air, here or down, you can put. But apart from these three things, please don't drop any other thing. Are you getting it now?
Like readable thing, right?
Thank you. Are you clear? Then from there, we move to the other side. We have this one called trafficator stick. It works with these two arrows. Are you seeing the arrows there?
Yes.
Yeah. Push that stick up. Let me see. That is right trafficator. You see this now? This will be blinking to the right side. Trafficator can be called pointer or indicator. You are indicating where you are going. Bring it down very well. Thank you. This will be blinking to the left. That means you are going to the left side. Please always trafficate before making a turn. Are you clear? Now we have time of trafficator. 30 seconds or a minute to your turning point. Put on your trafficator. 30 seconds or a minute you are trafficating means you are informing people from a little distance, from afar, before making a turn. Don't just trafficate and turn immediately. It's too dangerous. Are you getting? And when you trafficate left, as you turn your steering to the left, if you return, watch that stick. As you are returning it, you see it? It will return by itself.
Okay.
When you trafficate to the right, as you turn right, if you return, watch. It will return by itself. Okay. Are you getting it? Means you will be the one to indicate traffic gate, but don't be the one to off the trafficator. Every motor, that's how it is. Are you clear now? Now the two arrow also work with the one I wanted to explain, triangle on it. You can see the sign there. We call it double trafficator. Hazard light, caution light, warning triangle, emergency light. When you will be using this, if rain is falling during western, there are sometimes some driver will not be seen very well. When you want to be at the safer side, when you put this, then from afar they will know there's a car in front of them. They will not mistakenly bash you behind. Are you getting it? Or maybe you park on the road where maybe there's not too much parking space, and you will park there, mechanic is there repairing something. Are you getting it? Some people put triangle in front of their car and also at the back. Some people gather grass from bush and drop it in front of their car and also at the back. Please don't do that. If you don't have that triangle, put your double trafficator, because we discover some people will put stone or grass. After finishing, they will leave it there and go. And other vehicle will climb it and have accidents. So be nice to other road users. Are you getting it now? When you finish, you press it, it will go off. Are you clear now? So my own is having a little presence. The way I press, the two arrows will be blinking at the same time, even when the motor is not on. Are you clear now? Thank you. Then the next, we go to that stick again. We have 1, 2, turn. Are you seeing it? Now the one I turn is called parking light. Parking light means you park in a dark area where there's no light. That means in the night. And you are coming out to buy something in 30 or 1 hour time before coming to pick your car. Though you will wind up and lock your motor, but before you lock, you tune number 1 like that. You will off your motor, lock your door and go. But when you come outside, you will see a little dim light in front of your car and also at the back of your vehicle. Are you getting it? Should in case, if anyone is coming to pass with he or her car again, they will see your motor with a little dim light. They will give a little space so that they won't mistakenly brush you. All those boys play and stone, when they see light in front of your car and also at the back, they will stone to break your front windscreen when you are not there. Example, this is stone that happened there. The stone land here, but it's affecting other places now. So that is problem, okay? Thank you. Then the number 2 turn I turn there, we call it the headlight sign. Are you getting? Please, how to on light? You are not to drive in the night if your light is not on. Are you clear? I believe in your Bible, Genesis 1:3. God said, let there be light, and there was light. And in verse 4, the darkness couldn't stop with the light. And verse 5, even the Bible says the light is good. I don't know about you. Light good?
Of course not.
Alright, so light is good. So embrace light. Always on. When you on your light and it's not working, it's electric fault. You call
For repair.
electrician for repair. That's what I mean. Thank you. Then from there, after tuning number 1 and 2, I say headlight. You see this thing? Alright. What's it there? Do we have it there?
Yeah.
That is what we call beam, the headlight sign. What I'm trying to say, full headlight. 1, 2. If you push it forward, the light will be full, brighter than when you only turn the number 2.
Okay, you can push it forward.
This one is by pushing back.
Okay.
But most vehicles pushing forward. That's what I'm trying to tell you that one.
Okay.
Are you clear? Because this one is old model Honda Civic. Are you clear now? It's pushing forward. When you push it forward, the light will be brighter than before. But in your street, if somebody complains, madam, the light is too much now, then you push it by me, you are dimming the light. Are you getting it now? So that is beam. Those things I'm going to draw for you, maybe before you go. Okay? Beam, headlight sign. Then from there, we have, excuse me. Let me bring key. I just want to show you some things. Alright. We have this. Are you seeing red here? Now, this is what we call handbrake sign. There is cycle exclamation sign inside and bracket. The second one is P, cycle and bracket. Are you seeing it? Now, it's telling us park. We have parked this car. We are not moving anywhere. But when the motor is on like that, you want to move. This is what you bring down. You call it handbrake. What now? Is it still there? Is it there? Thank you. That is what we call handbrake sign. Bring it down, let me see. Raise, press this button. Then you can do it.
I can bring it down.
Yeah, you have brought it down now. So what are you trying to do now? Are you moving the car or you have parked?
No, I've parked, so I
You
have
have you have parked like this?
No, I have to bring it up.
Wait, maybe assuming the motor is on and you brought this thing down. Now what are you doing? Are you moving the, are you trying to move the car?
Yes.
Thank you. Now raise it up. What have you done now?
Okay, yeah, I've parked.
Thank you, that's what I want to know. You understand? Raising up is park. Bring it down is trying to move. Thank you, that is handbrake. We call it handbrake. Okay? Then from there, here, there's nothing there. It's an ordinary design. We have F and E. Are you seeing it? That F there stands for full tank of fuel. The E there stands for empty tank of fuel. Are you getting it? We call it fuel meter. At the middle mark there, they didn't indicate any alphabet there, but we call it half tank of fuel. Are you getting? Now, we are not supposed to collect your money to train you for driving. Are you getting? But we discover motor never forgive if there's no CP, CM. And number 2, if your battery light appear red, maybe your motor is on and still indicating red, it's only informing you that your battery is not charging.
Okay.
You have to call electrician, because if it's indicating red and you continue driving, the battery may run down. And when battery runs down, I don't know if I've ever come across some people borrowing or renting battery.
Yes.
Do you want to be a borrower? Like borrowing battery to start your motor?
Well, no, because I need to prevent it from going to that level.
That's what we are trying to show you now.
Okay.
So if you see red battery, you discover that's the sign like we are showing you now. You park and call it. Let them detect the problem and fix it immediately. Okay? That's what we have. Thank you. Then from there we have speedometer per hour and we have kilometer per hour. The speedometer read the minute we are running, while the kilometer per hour read the hour we are running on the road. So mostly driver concentrate on the hour. Are you getting? Now we are not teaching you how to drive to go and speed and keep people on the road. We are only teaching you to be a good and defensive driver and to reduce the rate of accident on Nigeria road.
Yeah.
Please don't overdo, but do the one you know it won't save, it won't destroy or waste your money unnecessarily, damage your vehicle, you will waste your time on the road. That's what we have. Now if you're coming from driving school, there's a document called learner's permit. You understand? It's a document that entitles every learner driver to practice after leaving driving school with yellow sign and with somebody attached by them side to drive on the road. Are you getting? Now when you are using that after finishing driving school, your running on the road is 20 or 40. That 20 or 40 is when the road is free. You don't run where market is 20 or 40. You don't run 20 or 40 where school or people gather on the road, so that you not mistakenly kill people because your experience is not too strong. You just finished school. Are you clear now? But when you are through with practicing, you cannot speed to anywhere in Nigeria like you want to speed to your village in time. Your highest speed should be 60, 80, or 100. That is the highest speed we have in a road safety book. All those things we are saying just for safety. If it's the Ajara, you are on your own, but we are teaching you the one you are supposed to do for safety. Even that 160, do it where you know the road is good. Don't do it where gallop or people go down the road, you are still speeding. Are you clear now? So that's what we have there. On that meter, I believe I have pieces everything there.
This one is speedometer and
Speedometer per hour and kilometer per hour. Speed.
No, speedometer per minute.
All right.
Kilometer per hour.
Thank you. Are you clear now? That's what we have there. Then from there, we have 3 pedals down. Are you seeing them? Now, the left pedal touch.
The left pedal.
Yes. That left pedal you touch, we call it clutch. Are you clear? We call it clutch. Touch the middle one. The middle one you touch, we call it brake. Touch the right one. The right one you touch, we call it accelerator or throttle. Are you getting it? Okay, you already recorded. I don't need to write, right? Assuming the form is ready now, I'll just draw those things. Tomorrow, if you come, I'll rewrite all those things for you. No, it will not take time, okay? But I'm already explaining it. And with the record, I think you have some things to.
The record is not to be listening; it's just to post it. That's all.
It's still the same thing. You're not going to listen now after posting.
I'll edit it.
Thank you. Now from there, the accelerator or the throttle help us to increase the movement of the car. Are you getting it? Then the brake enable us to slow or to stop. Are you clear now? Why the clutch enable us to select gear that is manual? We are talking about manual car now. Are you clear? Now the left leg is mainly for that clutch, while the right leg is mainly for the brake and the throttle. Are you clear now? Do it. Let me see. Press clutch. It's okay. Press brake. Press throttle. Thank you. That is what we mean. Are you clear now? Then the 3 of them work with this one. We call it the gear selector. It's gear selection. Are you getting it? Now hold it. Let's select the gear. Hold the gear selector.
Press the clutch.
Or throttle. That's what I'm trying to draw there. And I say this one is for your right leg. I want you to always remember it because this one will reduce the stress we'll be having on our practical ground. Then this one says for right leg. And the 2 of them now work with this one. It is the gear selector. Look on top of that, you will see what I'm drawing. Hold it. Where you are holding is on end, only twice, not on any number. Push to your side. Thank you. Be like that. Forward it. Push to your side and forward it. Thank you. That is gear 1. Where you are, come down straight like that. Down. Thank you. That is gear 2. Where you are, go straight small. Thank you. Come to the middle small. Thank you. Be like that. Forward it. That is gear 3. Are you clear? Where you are, come down straight. That is gear 4. Where you are, go to the middle small. Thank you. Go to the right side very well. Go to the right side very well now. Forward it. Thank you. That is gear. I'm coming, Alpha. Sorry, man, you do it treasure small. Okay. My people dead here. Inside that car. My people dead inside this car.
Okay, this arrow is what?
Reverse.
Okay.
Are you clear now? That's what we have. Let's do it again. Hold it. To your side. No break, ammo. Forward. Come down straight. Forward small. To the middle. Forward. Come down straight. To the middle. To the right side very well. Be like that. Forward. Oh, thank you. Now I'm giving you classwork now. Go to revise.
Go to revise. You have to go like this.
Simple. You say, what tribe are you? You didn't fill form, so I can.
I'm from Akwa State.
Okay. Push like this. Down. Down. Thank you. That is revise. Right? those things I'm explaining, and you may not understand them why we are doing it. But when we start driving, it's practical work. But I just want you to know how we follow and their names of all those headers.
My car is automatic.
You don't have problem. With this, you will get it. And before you finish, by the grace of God, we will teach you automatic. We have another manual like this, but when time comes, we will show you, right? The difference is just the revising position. Auto gear selection. We have automatic 2 pedal. One is big, one is small. The big one is called brake, the small accelerator or throttle. That's what we have. These two. Yeah. Whenever you are driving them, this one helps you to increase, this one helps you to slow or to stop. And whenever you are driving automatic, it's only one leg you will be using. Okay? And the two of them will, yes, one leg you'll be using to drive automatic.
For the 2 brake
for
and
the 2 pedals. That is what we have there. The P stand for what? Parking. What about the R?
Reverse.
Reversing. What about the N?
Neutral.
That one's simple. All those ones simple. What about D?
I don't know.
Drive.
Right, okay.
That's what I want. So this is where you'll be indicating steady whenever you are driving. Always on D. D. You are traveling to your village, to anywhere, to town, to anywhere. Always indicate D. Inside the D, we now have gear 1 to gear 5. The gear select is automatic.
Okay, this is for automatic.
See, an auto, automatic. This one is manual, gear selection. Selection. You understand now? So this is the difference between automatic and manual. But any other thing I've explained, you can find the inside every. Are you clear now? So that's what we have. This 1 and 2, we call it D1, D2. That is extra power given to the D. We call it auxiliary. Whenever you come across of a muddy area, that is when you'll be using auxiliary. Abi? Auxiliary, that is what we have there. Muddy area. Have you seen motor tire trying to sink inside mud before? And people were trying to push. If your motor only is trying to sink inside, if you're on deep before, come down to 1 or 2. If you fire, it will go. But if your motor is like this car, all those normal cars, like that one standing there, car, you indicate and it can go. You need to try it, bring handbrake down, call people to help you. Because the strongest auxiliary that can pull out something like this one, the auxiliary is more than small car. Tundra or Hilux, the auxiliary is more than normal. Are you playing? That's what we have there. You have question?
Question on this now.
Right. You understand the meters I explained? Alright. And then that is what we have inside the car. Let me show something outside the car. Can you still bring this one outside or you keep it?
Yes.
You bring it outside?
Okay guys, so we're done learning from the inside, so we said we should come outside.
Yes. We are coming outside. Now this is 4-door car.
Okay.
We have 2 doors here. We have 2 doors the other side. That is 4. This side we call it driver side door. The other side is passenger side door. Please, whenever you are opening this side door, open with your left hand.
Left hand.
Because wrong opening of door can give you problem. Are you getting it? Now, if you are opening this side, use your right hand. Use your left hand. Because if you use right hand, you can dislocate and it can easily come and hit you. Are you getting it? But the other side, use your right hand. Are you getting it? Now, in your house, you have door and window, right? Where do you open for ventilation?
The window.
Thank you. Please, what I'm trying to say, don't drive on the road and open door. If you are not using your AC, wind down your window. Some people call it glass. It's not glass, it's window. Are you getting it? On the car, some people call it on top of the car. We call it the roof of a vehicle. In your house, is there roof?
Yeah.
So now roof be this.
Okay.
Are you getting it? With your decoder inside your room, the dish is outside for DSTV, right? So this